Good morning, everyone. Namaste. I'm going to call in Archangel Michael to clear, cleanse this space of all negative and lower vibrations from our mind, body, and soul, home and hearts, placing the white light of protection on us with his blue seal. And we are going to call in Serapis Bey because we're going to be reading the Ascension, the story of the soul's acceleration on the path of initiation with Serapis Bey. And we currently are reading on the sensings of Serapis from the teacher and the teachings of the path of the Sphinx and the Great Pyramid. It says, and if you could see all that heaven holds in store for you, you would be swift and take the wings of the eagles to fly into your retreats in the highest crannies of the mountains. You would come and you would run from your earthly involvements. You would not tarry in terror, and you would not rise in the fountain of light within. And when you would bring forth fruits of innovation, creativity, newness, ideas, blueprint, and oh so many wonders that children of mankind are waiting to know and hear about. To serve the Christ in all it is to receive the reward of Christ, the Christ within, Christ consciousness, the I am, the monad. To that end, I discipline, and to that end, I initiate, and I am concerned with the top flight of gold of consciousness. If you would be initiated, then I say, be willing to come to the feet of your own reality first. Then be willing to accept that there is a reality which God has vested in beings, in masters who have gone beyond this phase and this plane, who have a greater grasp of the real self than you do through the equal opportunities to attain that grasp. They have reached for the infinite and they have won, but they look back and extend a hand and won by love with humanity. Therefore I say, I take the hand of hierarchy, take the hand of extended, and walk slowly or swiftly, but walk with measured beat and steady rhythm of your own reality. Press towards the mark and the prize of the high calling and the calling of the law of the inner self. And know that you would attain swiftly. I am to impel you forward. I am there with the sword of ascension flame. I am Serapis. So maybe we'll read a little bit. So now we're on chapter 1, the reality of the inner walk with God. Says, unto you who remembers the ancient days, greetings from the brotherhood at Luxor, who keep the memory of his secret name. The sling of David shows that man can do when he is wedded by faith of his own Latin divinity. The mimic cry of humanity abounds in the world, and while imitation may be at the highest form of flattery, the question before the hierarchy is, what do the current models offer? Men must return to the pristine, to the reality of the inner walk with God, to the high temple, magic embodied and captured by living truth. The world media proclaims that the wares of mankind and that the material treasures may be bolstered, but seldom do men hear the voice that cries in the wilderness, proclaiming to make straight the way of the Lord. Almost forgotten are the sweet lispings trains up in the child in the way that we should go. When he is old, he will not depart from it. I, Serapis, then do come in memory in the ancient days and the memories of the heritage of mankind, which is not crucifixion. Albeit men die daily, not resurrection. Although some men are transformed daily, but it is the splendid final of the ascension. When men sail going through abroad, through those shores, gale waves to those aboard in their ships. With moving out of the ship to the sea, there is a happy separation and thought of reunion. So should be with those departing, does leave behind them golden footsteps pointing towards cycle heritage. Not death, not separation in reality, but ascension's current residual within all men who dwell in the seed of God. So that is a bit wordy, but I understand it because I'm on the ascension journey. And there's no easy way to go on the ascension journey. The ascension journey is not an easy journey, nor should it be. People like Saint Germain ascended, people like Jesus Christ ascended. If you think they had an easy life, you're crazy. They knew they had to do the inner work, surrender their problems to God, and ask their team of light to step in and help and aid them. That's why Jesus went into the desert for 40 days and 40 nights, so that he could completely surrender everything to God. So I hope this helps. I love you all. Have a blessed day, and namaste.